Okay, can I able to see my screen?
Not yet. Yeah. Can see it now.
Okay. So try this. Connecting, not connecting. Okay, can I able to see my screen, right? You are able to see my
Yes.
screen. Okay, good.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So we'll go for the. So you can see my screen, right? So no problem, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So let's go to creation for the purchase requisition. How to create a purchase requisition? Okay. So what is the transaction code to create purchase requisition?
ME51N.
ME51N, right? So okay. So go to ME51N. So what is the older version of purchase requisition? The transaction code. What is the older version of transaction code? ME51. So the older version, what is the difference between the ME51 and ME15? So in ME15, you can see it will be only you have to enter the individually screen header information, then after that item information, then after that item detail information. But in MA51N, I can enter all the information at a time. Like in the single screen, I can enter the header, item overview, and item details, right? So that is what difference between the ME51 and ME51N. Okay.
Yeah.
So now this is the older version ME51, which is using for the 4.7 and older versions, and from ECC 5.0 and 6.0 versions we are using the ME51N. Okay. So clear, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now in each screen, in the purchasing document screen, we have header information and item information and item detailed information. So how many line items you are entered? Each line item you have the separate item detailed information. Okay. So let's assume that if I'm entering one material. Okay. What we have the materials? How many materials we have? How many materials we have created?
I remember the 1307.
Mm-hmm.
1307.
So let's go to MM60, MM60.
M60.
Okay, we can see that the transaction
Yeah.
codes. Okay, so we can see that MM60, MM60, where we can see the materials list. What is the plant? We have the plant 1900, right? So we have created some customized material type, which is ZRX1, right? So what I can do, I can just take these two materials, okay,
Okay.
and what I can do, I will try to enter in the the material information here. Okay, so material number, I'll just go to one by one. First I will enter here the material information. So okay, but it is coming, it is copied for entire line, I think that's why it is coming problem. Okay, I will just enter manually. Okay, so I am just entering the material number 1281. Okay, so what is this enter value, why it is coming? This is the material which we entered.
1307.
I'll just search. So I'm just planning to buy some other server, okay, which I'm trying to do. Okay, so let me try PWM. Leave it. Okay, so what I can do, I can search to plant or material type. What is the material type for our material type? ZRH1, right? ZRH1. So I can search to our material type. Okay, so these two are, one is 1281. Okay, so but why it's not coming? Enter validity. What validity? Enter valid value number. What is this problem here? Okay, let me try with some other material number also. Okay, so again I'm just searching for next material. Let's see why we are getting this problem. So I'm just enter here 1307. So this is also getting same problem. Why it is coming problem? What is the material number? We enter correctly. 00. Okay, let me try in ME21N. Is that same problem you are getting? Okay, 1281. So 1281 is material number is correct, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here it is coming 1281, but in ME 51 and it is not coming. Why? It might be some, I think let's take some other material type. I will try. It's somebody they deleted or something, I don't know, but we'll try 1281. It is not coming. Okay. Okay. I don't know why it is coming from. Let me try with ME 51. There also, if we are getting same problem, let's see. Okay, what is the plan? What is the plan? Our plan?
1900.
Is that,
1900.
is that correct? Plant? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. 1900.
Okay, so I'm just enter that details. Now we'll enter here. What is the material number?
1307.
13
07.
07 or 1321?
Oh, 1281.
21, no? Okay.
Yeah.
1307.
There's 1281 and there's 1307. Right.
Okay, so here it is coming right 1307. I think let's try, and ME 51 also same material number 1307. I think I'm just entering wrong something. Okay, no, it is not coming here. There's something problem here to ME 51 in. Okay, okay, let's go with ME 51. Okay, there is no difference here. So we are entering the document type and delivery date, all in the information in the initial screen. Okay, then after once you enter that, you need to enter the material numbers here. Okay, so 1307 or whatever it is, the material it is there, you can enter that materials. Okay, so my material number, which is like where is that material number? ZRH1. So ZRH1 we have two materials, 1307, 1281. Okay, so then I can enter that which plant it is and which store location it is. Okay, so then after entering that, how much quantity we need, that you need to enter, and who is the buyer group. Who is the buyer group? You have to enter buyer group name, purchasing group number. Then what is the price of the material? Okay, all this information if you entered. Okay, once you entered all this information, it will go for the next second line item. So in ME 51, what is the difference? You are going individually by line, okay, and selecting that information and entering that all the information what it is needed, correct? But in ME 51N, how you can do?
Everything in one
Everything
screen.
in the one single screen. Okay, so you can see here ME 51, you are entering that all this information manually, and if you want to go individually line, go to details, and you can see here the detail information here. Okay, maybe the agreement number, fixed vendor number, info record numbers, any other information which is needed, that information you can see here. Okay, and I'll just saving here. Okay, so what will be happen here? It will be creating one PR number. Okay, so you can see here there is a PR number which is created. Okay, so I'll show you this PR number in the ME53N display in an enjoy transaction. Okay, let's see if it is opening or not opening. Okay, might be let's see if it is a problem with ME51N only or other also. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so now I just copying this PR number, okay, and I can see that there is a line item number 2 and 1 also, okay. Now I'll be going to the enjoy transaction code ME53N, okay. So ME53N, I can enter number here. I can enter this number here and enter. Okay, you can see here now the I can see in the header information, I can see item details. Okay, so if you have two line items, no? So if you want to go with second line item details, you have to go here. Okay, if you want to go for one line item, first line item, you can go like this. So all the line items it will display in the top. So if you are created for 90 line items, 100 line items also, it will come here only.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me try here the other way to create purchase requisition. Okay, so I'm just going with this purchase requisition as a copy, and the existing purchase requisition I'm taking, and I'm just creating the new purchase requisition number. Okay, so we can create with existing PR number to copy that. Okay, so let's see the purchase requisition which I created, my purchase requisition, you can see. Okay, my purchase requisition, it will display what I created. Okay, so let's see.
This one right here.
Okay, now this is what we created, right? Just now 590. So you can see the line item 10 and 12. So you need to copy here. If you want to create only with the existing 10 item, you just select 10 and copy. If you want to create entire PR with two multiple different PR, then you just select the main PR and copy.
Okay.
Okay, so what will be happen? It will be taking the reference of existing PR and creating the new PR. Okay, so this is a way also you can create a PR. It's not needed manually creation. You can also take the existing PR and you can copy and you can create. Okay. See, now it's created. Now it's trying to create that the two line items, one which is copied from here to here. Okay, first line item and second line item, 1307, 1281. Okay, and you can see that the quantity and all it is referring from the previous PR number, and the prices also you can see here. The values and you can see the prices which they are entered. Okay, this is not vendor price. Okay, make sure that this is not vendor price. This is the internal purchasing document. We just expecting that this is the actual price of the material, but maybe vendor to vendor it is different. Okay, so that vendor to vendor difference, when you created the PO, when you selected the vendor, to respect to that vendor, what price it is entered, that is different. But in the PR, it is the actual price of material. Okay.
Okay.
And you can see here as gross price, net price, okay, promotion. So this is a new field. It is not there in the ECC. It was there in the S4HANA. Okay. So now you can see in the source of supply, if you have any fixed vendors, like you already having the outline agreements, or if you have the fixed vendor, that we discussed, right, in the source list. So you can click on this assign source of supply. For this material, whoever their vendors are there, it will display. Okay, I just clicking on here. It will display if any vendors which is created any info records or something, it will display. Okay, so if you want to assign here itself, you can assign, no problem. Or if you want to do manually, you can do that. Clear?
Okay.
Okay, so I'll just go for assigning source of supply here itself. Okay, or you can go with the first line item, right? So first line item I can select directly. So I can click on this one, assign the source of supply. It will display automatically the fixed vendor and info record number. For second line item, I don't think we created any info record. So if it is created, it will display, but it is not created anything. So that's why it is not displaying anything for the second line item. For first line item, we already created info record. Okay, and we have the fixed vendors. Clear?
Okay.
So you know, right? We created info record. You know, right? We already created. If you want to see that info record number, you can go to here click on info record, it will display. Okay, this is info record which we created. Okay. Okay, and you can go also and you can see the tax information if you want to enter, or any other information like material data, batch information. Okay, anything which you want to enter, the quantity conversions. Okay, and a contact person to whom you want to contact, how it is created. So you are created manually, right? So this PR is created manually because I'm creating manually. But if it is suppose it's creating from production orders, or it is creating from MRP, or it is creating from the self service procurement, some other ways, sales and distributions. So it is creating from that a different way, then it will display here that representation. It is created in a different way. Okay.
Yeah.
And if you want to be track this PR, you can enter the tracking number also. So how this tracking number will be helpful? If you have the n number of purchase requisition with the same tracking number, you can use that tracking number to see that what is the status of the current purchase requisitions or RFQs, quotations, like that. Okay.
Yeah, but it's okay if you do not fill them in if
It's not
they are
mandatory.
not
It's not
mandatory,
mandatory.
right?
It's not mandatory. Okay.
Yeah.
If it is not, it's mandatory, then it will display a red color. Okay. If something which is missing, and system will ask that, okay, if it is mandatory, then it will display. Okay. And text information. If you want to enter some information about the text, delivery text, material PO text. Okay. Suppose let's say the steel rod. Okay.
Okay.
So something like 5:10 inches. Like I'm just putting something comment. Okay, that comment should go to the vendor. So I can enter here. Okay, it will display there. Okay, clear? So like you can use the different item text and you can enter that information. Okay, so this information will copy to the PO when you creating the PO with reference to this PR. Okay, and delivery address. Delivery address is obviously it is a plant address, right? If you have the plant, what plant it is there, that plant address it is. Okay, suppose you have the store location address differently. That means plant it is located in one location, but inside of plant again multiple locations are there for store location. Then you can give the store location address. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
Okay, then if anything which is like other customized custom fields, if they have implemented that, you can implement that. Okay, so and in the above also header information, common information for all the line item. In the down, it is a individual line item wise. This is individual line item wise. It is the top. It is common. Okay.
Okay.
That it means okay. It is not depend on the item. It may be I'm just want to give the some information to vendor about the entire PR. So that case you can do. Or else this requisition I can put like this requisition is maybe what I can do book for okay new resource onboarding on some April month or something which like. So this is for general information which is giving to the under for PR. Okay, but this down it is individual level for the maybe packing instructions or something which is you want to give. Okay, for each material. Okay, then I'm just saving this one. Now the PR will be created. This is older PR number is 590. Now it will create new PR number. Okay. So that means PR can be created manually or PR can be created with existing copying of existing PR. Okay. Clear?
Okay.
Okay. Now PR is created with number 591. 591. Okay, so 591. So this is the number which is created. So how this 591 is created? Okay, so I can go to again document overview and I can see my purchase requisition if it is created. So 591 is created, 590 is created. Okay. Okay, so this is what we created just now, right? So ME51 in is the very easily I can operate at a time for multiple line items easily. But in ME51 it is very difficult to enter individual line item and go details and enter all the details. Clear?
Yeah. Okay.
So that is the difference, sir. Okay. Now, uh, now by using this purchase equation, you can create a RFQ, request for quotation, in case if you don't have the vendors, okay, fixed vendors or something, you want to be search for sub vendor, then you can go with RFQ, request for quotation, and getting the quotation. If you already have the vendor, then you can create PO. Okay, so I'll just go in creation of PO ME21N. What is the transaction code? ME21N.
21 is PO, right? RFQ.
21N and 21, both it is a PO. Older version and new version. ME21N. Okay. ME51N is for PR. ME21N is for the PO. Clear?
PO.
Clear?
Yeah.
So ME21 also it's creation of PO, same like how it is, how we are using for the how we are using for PR, how we are creating for PR ME51, same like ME21 also. You can go
Yeah.
ME21 also, you can see the screen. It is a different, again single screen. Okay, I'll just go with ME21. It's a single screen. Okay, it's looks like a ME51. Okay, here also you can create by using the purchase equation reference. You have the PR number with reference to PR, you can create. Okay, enter the supplier number. Okay, and you can create. So usually you have to enter all the information here. Okay, so where we can see the vendor list, what is the transaction code?
Vendors. What's that not BP?
Where we can see MK VZ.
MK1.
MK VZ. Okay, so here we created our own vendor account group and we created our own suppliers, right? Okay, 133 411. So I can enter that 133 411. 133 4 ME21 and 133. What is the number? 133 411. 411.
Four.
Okay, 411. Okay, I can enter, and the other details, whatever information which is needed, you can create. Okay. So it will copy. Okay, I'll just go back again. I'm just taking the vendor number, and I'm just taking reference of PVR and just copy. Okay. If you want to create for only one line item, okay, I just want to copy for only 10, 20 I don't want to be copy. Okay, then I can select this purchase requisition and item, then I enter. Okay.
Okay.
So then it will copy automatically all the information here, and you can enter the information what it is needed. Okay, then select, click on select, add up the details. Okay, so it will come all the information what it is. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
So this is the way we can do. This is the way we can do PR. With reference to PR, we can create a PO. Okay.
Okay.
So I can see that line material number, line item number, short text, and a material group, and order quantity, how much it is. Okay, conversions and price information, all these things. Okay, so if I created with using the same information by using ME21N. Okay, I'm just trying to go here. Okay, I just select here and copy. Okay. So I can create this way. So what it is taking? It is taking existing PO, PR. It is taking existing PR and copying the information and trying to create the PO. Right? Correct? So now because it is copied two line item, because it is the two line items are there. If you selected only 10, it will take only 10. If it is created 20, it will create 20. Okay. So now we got the error for the second line item. What error it is? So I can see here the net price information was not there, and 1281 which is not maintained source list. Why? So if you remember that on that day when we talking about the source list, we said that it is mandatory for this plant and the materials for source list mandatory, right? So first I will enter the price. I will enter the price information first. Okay. Okay. It is taking. Okay. The price which is coming is taking some conditions are wrong. Okay, so no problem. I'll do here. Okay, it is already there. First line item. Let's go to second line item. Why PP00 is not there? We'll add PP00 here. Okay, so now we are getting the despite of source list requirement, because if you see that if I go to metal master record, okay, in the metal master record, in metal master record we just put that okay, so in the purchasing data, okay, where is that source? So here the source list, it is mandatory. We put that mandatory in the our configuration level. So let's see in the metal management. Go to metal management and go to purchasing and go to source list. Where is the source list here? Where is the source list? Purchasing environment. Okay, here source list is there. The source list, what we did, we define source list requirement at plant level. So in this, for this plant level, okay, we just put that this is the mandatory. So because we just put this one, so always the material should be maintained source list. If it is not maintained, then system won't be allowed to create a PO for the without allotting the vendor. Okay, clear? So if I remove this one, what will be happen? If I remove this one, okay, and if I just will try again, okay, I'll go back and I'll come back. What I'll do now, I'll go back and I'll be creating the same ME21N, ME21N, and I'm just copying this one. Okay, I'm just copying two line items. So now let's see if that source list is mandatory or not mandatory. Let's see now how we are getting that error. So in future, if the client is asking that without source list, the material, we should not allow to create a PO, then you can put that. Okay. Now we are getting that error but it is not about the source list. It is about the price. Price information is missing.
Okay.
Okay, so that price information, if you enter, then it will works, right? So if it is not entered, that information, why still we are not getting this error? 1900 only, right? Okay. Okay, so click on check. So still it is asking that 1281 for 1900. Why? Which is not, before that it is not coming, now it is coming. Okay, I'll go this close. Okay. I'll go back again. I'll log off and I'll log in again. Usually it should work. Did we save that? The setting? Did we
Think not.
save? Not sure. Okay, let's see again. Okay. What is that? Material management and purchasing, and go to source list and go to define store list and 1900. Okay, so this source list checkbox is not there. Okay, then we'll go to MM03 and 1307, right, which you are getting problem. Let's see purchasing data.
I think 1281 has the problem.
81. Okay, I'll remove this source list mandatory here. Okay. I'll just remove this 81 also. First, let me try for this one. I'll just remove the source list is mandatory here. What I did now, what I did. So I have removed the source list mandatory for the material.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the one with the issue is the 1281, right? We don't have problem with the 1307.
Yeah, I will try that also. Okay, I'm just, because we already maintained that vendor, so it is not a problem. But let's see for this as well. I'm just checking that setting. Okay, so this we don't have source list here. Okay, okay. Now go to ME21N again. Let's see if it is working or not working. Okay, so I'm just copying here. Okay, so now the price will enter price. So usually PPW0 is the mandatory condition type. So that PPW0 condition type I have to enter. So that price PPW0 how to enter, or PPWX. Okay, I'll just enter that. Okay, PPW0 is missing. Okay. Okay. So now you can see that there is no error message here. Okay, it's gone. Okay. Can you see that any error message now? There is no error message. So we have removed. We didn't maintain the source list. So the setting which will be working like a, if you are selected that source list is mandatory, okay, then make sure that you have to maintain the source list, okay, for your material and the plant. With reference to that, you have to maintain. Okay, if you are not maintained, then it will give the error message and it won't be accept that system to create a PO. Okay, clear?
Okay.
Okay, so this is the way we can create the PO with reference to PR. So the other way also you can create Okay, the other way we can create, like, you have to take first copying of the PR number. Just take the copy of this PR number. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now go to ME51N, and you can go to right side. There is a PR reference. Okay, purchase requisition number reference. Okay, this is the PR, right? Sorry, PO. I have to go to PO. So there is a right side. There is a reference number is there. If you can go to here, there is a purchase request number is there. Okay, you can enter purchase request number here and the item number. Which item number you want to copy,
Okay.
and you can enter the same for the 20 line item also. Okay, then enter. So once you enter all this information, same it will capture all the information from the PR to creating the PO.
Okay.
So PO is the external purchasing document, PR is the internal purchasing document. Okay. So internal purchasing document, we don't need to bother about that which vendor it is, but external purchase order, you make sure that the supplier information should be correct.
Yeah.
Okay, and you can see that the conditions, all the conditions. So the second line item,
It's
the
yellow.
price condition was not there, PB00. Okay, so you need to be enter the PB00 manually. So how this pricing procedure will come, that we will discuss in the pricing procedure. Okay,
Okay.
so that is a separate topic, how this freight cost and custom quantities, all this information which is coming, that it depends on the pricing structure. So you can see the analysis here. In this analysis, there is a pricing procedure is coming, RM 00003, okay, 00002, okay. This will come, okay, you can see in the first line item also, RM 00002, it is coming, okay. So this is coming from the assignment which is done, for the vendor and purchase organization. Okay, this purchase organization information, it is there here. In this purchase organization, okay, whatever it is assigned, this purchasing organization and this supplier, okay, between these two, the pricing procedure will be defined. Okay, if it is domestic purchasing organization, that domestic purchasing organization with that supplier is the domestic pricing procedure. If it is a import purchase organization and the import vendor, that pricing procedure will be different. Okay, so I will show you where it will be, but okay, I'll show you how it works and all. Okay, but it's not needed now. I'll just show you how it works. Go to SPRO configuration. So everything it depends on the configuration only. So in the configuration, what you mapped, based on that only your screen will works. Okay. So purchasing, and you go to condition, and condition you can go to pricing procedure, price determination. This price determination, you have the multiple condition types and all, it is there. Okay, so here you can see the calculation schema. This calculation schema, what it is displaying here, RM 0002, right? RM 0002. So this 0002 control data, if you go to here, you can see here the PB00, this pricing structure, pricing components are defined here. Okay, clear?
Okay.
So this pricing component, from here it will come there. Okay, and how this pricing procedure which is coming, so again that mapping is here you can see that price data structure, exclusion, limited data condition type, subsequent. Okay, so here schema group is there, schema determination is there. In the schema determination, okay, for your standard purchase order, okay, there is a schema group for purchase organization, schema group for supplier. Okay, so this purchasing organization and supplier combination, there is a reference assigned. Okay, so since we are not assigned anything, okay, it is coming blank. So that default it is coming RM 0002. Okay, if I change this one to RM 1000 something, okay, which I'm just assigning the some other pricing procedure. Okay, I save this one. So what will be happen? Next time it will come this pricing procedure, not the previous pricing procedure. Okay, let's see. I'll go back and I'll just going back again. Okay, I'll just go to ME21N again. Okay, I'm just copying again. Okay, okay, so now you can see now the pricing procedure. What pricing procedure which is coming? RM1000. So before that RM0002. Now RM1000. So this assignment we changed, right? So that's why it is coming this pricing procedure. Okay, clear? It's clear? Hello.
The RM100 that you made, it's not a random number, right? It really has.
It is structure. It is defining of the multiple pricing structures. Like you need gross price, you need some discount, you need some labor work, labor cost. You want to capture that information. You can design your own pricing.
It's a set already, right?
It is already created, but you can also create your own. No problem.
You can also create.
That we will discuss in the pricing procedure when we are discussing about that. That is a separate topic. Okay. So see, in this screen, everything having the separate topics. Okay. So it's just a overview process, and in this overview process, again, if you go to each individual, if I go to this one, metal master. If I go to here, supply master. Okay. If I go to here, conversions. Okay. If I go to here, plant creation. Like each and individual field is created from the backend. Okay.
What's the error that came up right now?
Now we changed the pricing procedure, right? So again we need to assign the proper pricing, right? Price information. Okay. So P000, then I have to assign the proper information here. Again for the second line item, again I have to enter the P000 because the conditions are changed, right? So the condition, when conditions are changed, again it will ask that exactly the price information. Okay, now it's gone. Okay. Clear? So it depends on that how you maintain the pricing structure. It depends on that. Okay. Clear? Now if I save this one, okay, system will create the PO number. Okay. So this is the way we can create a PR to PO. Okay, if you don't have a PR, I can create manually entering that material information, PO quantity, price, all the information I can create.
Without PR, you can create PR.
I can create manual also. So it is not needed PR always. Okay, you might be have the contracts, you have the RFQ, or if you have PR numbers, anything which is a reference you can create, or you can create manually also the PO. Okay, clear? So different ways of creation. Okay, this is the different ways of creation, the PO creation. Clear?
Okay.
So it is creating, first time you are creating, right? So it will take some time to create. So in meantime I can change that, I can change the setting of pricing procedure. Okay, so it's created now. Let's see, it is created just now. The PO number was created. You can see the PO number was created. Okay, so this is the way you can get the information. All this information you will get. Okay, so now I will go to SPRO. I can change the pricing procedure because so many people are already using that pricing procedure. So I don't want to disturb. I just want to show you how it works. Okay. So I'm just changing that. I'm changing that. Pricing procedure, conditions, different pricing structure. Okay, and here schema group determination. In the schema group determination, you can change that the pricing procedure. Okay, clear?
Okay. Yeah.
So you clear, right? So how it works and all. So we'll discuss this detailed process when we're talking about the pricing procedure. Okay, this is separate topic. Okay, I'm just
Yeah.
so don't think more on this pricing procedure. We'll discuss later. Now we created PR, we created PO. Okay, clear?
Okay. Yeah.
So will you try that creating the PR and PO?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you can create the RFQ also. The transaction code is ME41.
41. Yeah.
RFQ transaction code is ME41. Okay, so this is the way you can go and enter ME41, and you can enter the PR number which you have the information. Okay, so you have to give the quotation deadline. What is the purpose of RFQ?
To
What is the
get
purpose?
price references.
Now, what is the purpose of request for quotation? We are just
Yeah.
we just
Request, so that we can have price references or
so
material references.
basically
Physical.
RFQ is for to get the price information from the multiple suppliers.
Yeah.
Okay, so that means same PR I can send to the multiple suppliers. So I can put the deadline. Okay, so I by 14th it is deadline or 15th it is deadline. So by before 15th I need to get the price information from the suppliers. So I can take the reference of PR. Okay, I already created a one, right? I will be using the 590. Okay, and the item number 10 or 20. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
then enter. Then what is the purchase organization? You can enter purchase organization number. Okay, so which purchase organization it is taking? 1910 something.
1910.
And purchasing group, who is the contact person, and you can take and store location, which store location it is, and select, click on adapt details. So now, okay, what is the quantity you are ordered? 1200. Okay, from, so then the delivery date is should be like after quotation deadline, right? Because after you get the quotation only you can expect that delivery, right? So I can enter that information here.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm just expecting this information. I'm just passing this information to supplier, expecting the price information. So I'm just sending this information. How we can send this information? You click on here, enter. Okay, sorry, not partner. You need to send this one to supplier, right? So put the here delivery address to whom you need to send, and put that supplier number. Okay, or it is not delivery address. Sorry, this is not one. Okay, select this one, and can go to here only. To whom we need to send. To whom we need to send. Okay, this is only actually no partner for this part. Okay. Okay, well, first we'll save. I think we'll save. Okay, you need to maintain supplier address. Okay, so then it will ask supplier address. This is delivery address. Okay, I'll go to here. Where it is supplier address. Okay, supplier address here F7. Okay, here you have to maintain here to whom you are sending this RFQ details. So who is the vendors we have? 133 something is there.
133 That it.
I'm just searching that. Okay. Okay. So just wait for some time to get that. Let me wait for some time to get the supplier list. Okay, so now I'm just searching my vendor by using the material, okay, or by using company code or by using vendor account group. So my vendor account group is ZTSV, right? Domestic vendor account group, right? Not, what is that group you created? What is another group we created? Z domestic domestic vendor. Okay, okay, we'll try other way. So who else are there? Maybe we'll try with the material. Maybe. Okay. So this is the one 133421. Okay. So 133421. Okay. Enter. So then save. So what will be happen? It will be creating the RFQ. That RFQ information which is passing to the supplier. So what we are expecting from supplier for this material, what is the price information, what are the terms and conditions you have, all this information you can give. So it is giving that how you will send that information to the vendor. So how you will send the vendor? You can go to here, maintain the print conditions. Okay, you have to maintain the print conditions here. Okay, so you have to go print and take the print. Okay, and maintain the printer server. Okay, all this information you have to maintain. Okay, now I'll save. Okay, now okay, allow and save. Okay, so what will be happen now? The RFQ is creating and it is informing to the vendor through printout. So you are taking the printout, you are taking this printout and sending this printout manually to the supplier. Okay, so again for the next another vendor. Okay, if you have another vendor, you can send the next vendor. Who is the next vendor you have? Who is the our vendor you have? This is GSP only, right? Okay. 133411 we already sent, right? 411 or 421 we sent.
421 we sent.
Okay, 411 we can send now. Okay, we will send to the 411. 133411, no?
Yeah.
So we'll send that to the next vendor. It's like if you have 10 vendors, you can send the same RFQ information to the multiple suppliers. Okay. So by searching F4 it is taking long time now, so I just enter manually, but it is taking again long time. Okay, so so how to create PR, how to create PO, how to create RFQ. You understand, right? How to create it.
Yeah.
So you can do multiple ways of creation, multiple materials, multiple suppliers, and you can try with one material with the multiple suppliers, RFQs, and multiple vendors. Okay, like you can create multiple ways. Okay. So a number of vendors you can send. Okay. So for when first vendor, if you want to send printout, and second vendor you want to be sent through fax, third vendor you want to be sent through RFQ so from iDocs. So there is a different ways you can send that information. Okay. So it is the way of output you are generating. Okay. So for practicing purpose, currently we have only printout, so that's why I generated a printout. Okay. But in the
Okay.
real time, they might be having that to iDocs generation. Okay. iDoc generation means it's like they also have the SAP system, I also have the SAP system, and just communicating with that to them. Okay. So I'll just
What is the regular one? What's the standard?
we can use anything, that's not a problem. Okay. So it depends on the vendor in the real time. That means the real time, some people they will send the printout manually, and some people they will send that through fax, and some people they will be sending through mails. So it depends, they will take the PDF generation, they will take. Okay. So
So who decides again which supplier to be awarded?
that
Manually? Manually?
business needs to be decided, no? Because if suppose you are the vendor, okay, you have the
Yeah.
option SAP system, so I can send the SAP the information directly, so I don't need to take the printout and send manually and taking long time. But suppose you are the supplier, you don't have any other option, I can throw only mail, or I can throw it only printout, then I have to send manually, right?
Okay.
Right, it depends on how they are using that. Okay. I'll just go back again, it is taking long time. So multiple vendors, again multiple RFQ numbers will be created. Okay. So I'll go ME50 ME41 and so ME42 or 41. Okay. So you can go to ME42, which is created already, RFQ. Okay, so you can go to here, and again if you want to be sent to the multiple suppliers, again you can go to supplier address here and enter, and you can see that this information you already sent to the this vendor, right? So like you can enter that all the information here. Okay, clear?
Okay. Yeah.
So I said, right, messages here, print messages. You can see that there is a multiple options are there. So you can you are taking the RFQ by using. Okay, sorry, I will go for again. 41, 42. It is already somewhere processing. Okay, so you can see here there are options like printout, fax, telex, external send, EDI, simple mail, special functions, like where multiple options are there. Okay, so you can use what they are using. That it depends on what they configure, it will work. So, but in the practice section, you can use printout, okay, and
Yeah.
generate that printout. Okay, but in the real time, maybe you can use some other functionalities also. It depends on the what they are using. Okay,
Mhm.
clear?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can see here. Here you can do, and if you want to maintain anything text, you can maintain text. Okay, if you want to see that, okay, any other information like item like validity start date and end date, and quotation deadlines and collective information, tracking information and all. If you want to maintain all this information, you can maintain. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
So this is the way you can maintain the that output, and you can maintain the quotation, and if you want to maintain that your reference and our reference, like their understanding might be different, our understanding is different, then you can maintain your reference and our reference for the reference ID. Okay.
Yeah.
So and any other information which you want to enter, you can enter that information. Clear?
Okay.
Okay, if there is any release strategy is there, that release strategy we'll discuss. That is again separate topic. Approvals. Even if you created PR or PO or RFQ, you need to get approval from the higher level. Then you need to use the release strategy. Okay, so that we will discuss again. That when we discussing about the process release strategy, approval strategy. Okay, clear?
Okay.
Any questions here?
Yeah, we're good. So, wait. You said PO can be created without PR. Is that right?
Yes, PO can be created without PR, ME21 and enter manually all the information, supplier number information and organization data information, purchase group, material number, all you have to enter manually. Because you don't have any reference, right? You need to enter all the information.
Now, on the RFQ, who decide which supplier to
Who creating the PO? Who creating the PO? End
so
user.
that's manually, not automatic,
Not
right?
automatic, right? Because
Okay.
end user they are creating manually. They have the information of to whom we need to raise. Suppose let's assume that you are purchasing some vegetables. You know your supplier, so you are entering that supplier and you are buying that. I don't need every time to get the purchase requisition. Like I assume that your daily purchases. Is the really needed purchase requisition because it's already we are buying every day. I am not expecting any requisition from our department, so I can create directly PO, right? So it depends. It depends of the your client how they are following. They can create directly PO, they can create a PR, and they can create PO. And if they have the fixed vendors and regular POs, they can create directly. Or if they don't have a fixed vendors, they want to search for the vendors, then they can go searching for the vendors and pricing information. All this information they can do that. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And even existing PO with reference to existing PO also you can create. I just created PO, right? I'm just going with that PO. This is the PO I created. I'm just copying this one. Okay, I'll just go with creation again. New. I'm just copying this one existing PO. I'm just
Yeah.
creating a new PO. So that is also possible. Okay.
Yeah.
So like how you want to create, you can create it.
Yeah. You just like copying that PO, right? Everything on it, then
On that PO, whatever it is there, all it will come.
yeah, then it will create a different PO number.
Yeah, yeah. Okay,
Okay.
okay. So this is the way we can create a PR to RFQ, PR to PO, or manual PO, manual PR, even RFQ also can create. Okay,
Okay. That's good.
okay. So let's try. Okay, and try to
Yeah.
do multiple ways. We'll discuss again tomorrow with creation of RFQ quotations, how to price comparison and all. We can discuss tomorrow.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.